Today we'll focus on the Nasdaq Technology Index, focus on what influences the market, where the market might head to, and what are other important factors, as in how we can even trade the Nasdaq. First of all, the Nasdaq has performed extremely well again so far this year. Despite the correction earlier in April 2025, the market was able to not only recover the losses, but also move towards new highs, and the outlook seems to remain extremely positive. Several banks have actually forecasted the index trading at around the 22 towards the 23,000 level, which in most cases had already been extended. The market moved already way higher, and that might actually continue. One of the driving forces of the index is actually a couple of stocks, namely AI and technology stocks. Looking at Nvidia, and their forecasts plus recent earnings have actually outperformed the market expectation, causing the index itself to rise as well, just by a couple of stocks running the index mainly as the main driver. As we said, certain banks, certain AI companies have already forecasted the market trading towards the 23,000, 24,000 points level. And this seems to be, especially the 24,000 level, in reach. Currently, another driving factor is the weakness of the dollar. Despite having started to appreciate somewhat in the recent couple of trading weeks, now the weakness in the greenback seems to be ongoing. Since Trump took office in the US, the greenback was losing some momentum, and a cheaper US dollar also supports market momentum, as from the outside of the US perspective, we can get access towards cheaper dollars. With a cheaper dollar, we can get and buy stocks in the US or indices even cheaper. By the way, if you're focusing on trading the Nasdaq via Naga, you have several objects, several trading vehicles to use. You can use ETFs, the spot market, or CFDs, just to name a few. So take a look into our article and check out what goes and how the market might move. Corrections, well, they might occur actually. Since the market had been for more than 2 years in a bullish market sentiment run, we can always see that there are some negative sentiments, certain headlines, political unrest, further escalations in geopolitical tensions influencing the market and driving the market back to the downside. Not to forget as well, the unsolved issue in regards to tariffs initiated by US President Trump might also harm productivity and in general as well, causing the markets to weaken, mainly by, obviously, the demand story from the general economy. So please check out your copy and download your edition of the Nasdaq Outlook. Check out what goes and how the market might be influenced in the near future.